Aquarius gang, how are you doing? Time for your love reading, right? Welcome to Enchanted Cottage. If you have Aquarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this reading is for you. And if you don't know that information, there's a link in the description box of how to get that information for free. I've also added back a couple of different ways that you can get personal readings from me with varying pricing. You can see that in the description box below as well. Here is how the reading is going to go. We are going to first read for singles, then if you're dealing with someone, and then Aquarius, all of you, at the end. And we find out a lot of information there many times, not always, but sometimes love, sometimes money, it just depends. We just kind of leave that part open for divine guidance. The information in the description box below is also going to help you know how to apply information that you read from my readings, okay? Divination is not set in stone. That's the whole point. If it were set in stone, what would be the point, right? This is kind of your heads up if you need to make changes. Okay, so singles, let's talk. All right, so we have water, air, and fire so far. We have Scorpio specifically. We have air, Virgo. You got some major arcanas going on here. We have Pisces. We have Leo and water. Okay, so, all right, singles, what do we need to know? Let's talk about your past. I think something obviously came to an end. We have the Two of Cups, but in the reverse, right? And it's almost like you put too much time into the thing or you felt like it, okay? Three of Wands in the reverse in your past kind of made you feel like you had a temporary loss of stamina. And it is temporary, okay? Kind of a loss of spark, okay? And avoiding self-healing many times when that card comes up. Maybe, but not always. Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? Denying something and neglecting yourself, and maybe fear of speaking your truth and setting proper boundaries, okay? Swords, especially the high court cards, specifically King and Queen, have to do with a strong intuition when they come out in the upright. Maybe you were ignoring some intuitive leadings, or maybe you couldn't hear it because you weren't regularly doing the energy work so that you could, discern between that and the voice of the ego and what have you. But at any rate, whatever this was, I believe, came to an end. Death card, okay? Most misunderstood card in the tarot. But oftentimes, but what it speaks to is this. It's literally transformation, okay? Getting the old out so that we can clean ourselves up and get ready for something better in the future, okay? And at the heart of the spread, the Nine of Swords in reverse. Beautiful, okay? That's all about seeing light at the end of the tunnel and coming out of a rough time, okay? Coming out of a very draining time, okay? Coming back towards optimism, okay, going forward. And the Hermit card, beautiful high vibrational card, right? Stepping inside, going inside to fix yourself and fix these problems and, do the work associated with manifesting better relationships type stuff in the future. Absolutely perfect. The Hermit is all about going inside and finding your true purpose and what it is you really want and where you want to line up vibrationally and what you're looking for, and healing yourself, doing the regular meditation and shadow work and that sort of thing, right? And it's a great place to be. I mean, it's all about listening to your inner wisdom, your intuition, and slowing down and focusing on yourself, spending time in solitude. Absolutely perfect, okay? Now, here's what's pretty cool. Okay, in your future, first of all, I think you've got some really cool things here, okay? Moon reversed, that can mean a number of different things. Here, it's truths coming to light. And how did that happen? Because you went inside, or you're going inside, or you're about to. You could be anywhere on this timeline, okay? So take this as it resonates. But I think you're on a good path, okay? The moon is all about, the advice is all about following your intuition, right? And not believing everything that you see and hear, but just gathering information before making a decision. Very great, powerful place to be, okay? Queen of Cups, okay? Very nurturing individual, okay? A lot of, it is typically a very high vibrational card with a lot of emotion that you have coming in. Unconditionally loving, okay? Many times it is the person who is you know, but sometimes, and this is on occasion, okay, this is kind of like your caution light just to watch out for. I don't see that as the overwhelming energy going forward, but this is just something that I throw out there when I see this card to keep this in mind. It is a lot of emotion, okay, very strong, high vibrational emotion. Occasionally, the Queen of Cups can be a little bit so focused on helping everyone else that they neglect themselves, okay? You don't want to fall in that trap, okay? I don't see that, but this is just a heads up, okay? You know, you've got this, but here's what's cool, okay? Now that we've given the caveats, and it's a small little teeny caveat, okay? Because at the center of what is going forward is the Sun card, one of the best cards in the deck, right? It's long-term happiness and success, okay? It is the culmination of a lot of work. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. A lot of joy, heading in the right direction, things working out well, success. It is a marriage card, so certainly I think that if you're on this path where you actually have been doing the work, right, I think you're headed to bring that in. I'm just going to say that. Something long-term and with staying power. Kudos to you, Aquarians. You, if this is your story and you've been taking this time out and doing the work to figure out why you attracted whatever, awesome. I mean, just keep doing it, okay? Stay on the path, right? Keep your vision. That would be the advice to you, is to continue to go inside and step into that healing, right? And working through your shadow, and, you know, manifest your sign as you did, right? Manifest that sign, because you know, it shows you being on that path. So kudos to you. All right, Aquarius, if you were involved with someone, okay, dealing with someone in whatever way, we're going to take a peek at that energy, okay? What we do when we do this is we look at their energy, your energy, and the probable outcome based on those things, okay? Let's take a look, Aquarius. Ooh, this one flew out. We're going to take it. Okay, well. Okay, well. Yeah, okay. All right. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right. So, pretty cool reading. All right. Your person's ready to move forward with you, the Fool card. And the Fool card in the tarot is different. It is about taking a risk, but one that is seemingly a risk, but very much using intuition to do so. And so it's a wise move, and the Fool in the tarot has it all together. Yes, it's a risk, but very balanced individual and knows what they're doing, right? King of Cups, very silent strength, very mature, warm and caring and thoughtful. A lot of emotion on your person's side, okay? Sometimes, not always, this person is involved in the arts or lover. Maybe it's just a big music lover, okay? Certainly that would describe me, right? My minor is in music. Not many people know that, but whatever it's worth. Okay. Many times can be involved in the medical profession, human services, nonprofit, whatever, or maybe they're just very passionate about helping people. Maybe they volunteer, you know, maybe they're that person in the soup kitchen, right? Whatever the case may be, very giving, but also high vibrational, very balanced. When you get kings like that, it's generally a very mature individual with a lot of emotion. Queen of Wands, okay? Very pleasant individual, but, you know, in the most healthy and loving way, what speaks an uncompromised truth, okay? Very busy, action-oriented, charismatic many times, and sometimes very physically attractive when you see wands in the high court cards like that, okay? Justice card in your energy, a lot of fairness and balance. And, you know, just a reminder to stay balanced, okay? And I don't know if I gave these cards, but, okay, water, fire, Libra, Aries, water, fire, air, and Wheel of Fortune, which does not, you know, lend itself to a specific zodiac sign. But, okay, that being said, in your energy, fairness and balance, okay, kind of like things turning in your favor. Pretty cool. 10 of Cups, okay, long-term happiness, okay, long-term success, okay, with this person, okay, and maybe you're marrying them, maybe you're engaged, but okay, whatever, but a lot of staying power, and it's happiness. Many times involves a family dynamic where maybe there's a blending of children, sometimes, but not always, but okay. But the Ten of Cups is the ultimate in celebrations. It's the happy home, and it's the safe, loving environment, right? It's committed and contented love, right? And let's talk about the Emperor, okay? It's a very the Emperor in the tarot deck is the king of all the kings. Very high vibrational, stable, grounded, rooted, capable, confident, but not arrogant, okay? And, sometimes in a position of leadership, but using the power to be helpful to others, okay? And not being, like a misuse of power, but very dependable, loyal, very ambitious, analytical with a lot of wisdom, and uses their intuition to guide them. Incredible cards that you pulled. And a really nice outcome, okay? King of Swords, again, a very high vibrational card, right? Wise, intelligent, intuitive, very skilled at resolving conflict. And sometimes this is a situation where people come to you and or this other person for advice, because there's the ability to cut through and see to the heart of the matter where the real truth lies, okay? All about highly intuitive, okay? And the Five of Wands, but in the reverse, okay? And maybe you overcame some drama or some conflict with this person, either with each other or outside the relationship. It certainly shows, outgrowing all of that, right? And understanding that you have the you alone have the skills that you need to get through this life, right? Whether you're in a relationship or not, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are all supposed to be our own life preserver. And it's that realization within this dynamic. Wheel of Fortune, right? Change of fortune, right? New cycle and making progress, right? Cherishing the lessons from the past, but not hung up on the past. So this to me shows that you guys may have a past before you came together, but your viewpoint and what you've done about it is in a healthy way, right? Where you've worked through your stuff, okay? And you're now vibrationally doing very, very well. So I kind of think that there have been some issues. I do see that, but do I see you guys overcoming it? Yes, I do. I'm just going to call that like I see it. I mean, wow, Aquarius, good for you. I like these kind of readings. You guys make it easy, okay? Aquarius. And the advice on that relationship is to just be sure that you both keep working on your vibration, because if one's doing the work and the other's not, and I don't see that, but if one is doing the work and the other's not, okay, here's what will happen. You will repel, because your energy was here when you came together. So if you continue to do this work and raise your vibration, hopefully you both have the commitment to do that. Otherwise, probably not looking at a success for the long term. Again, tarot is not set in stone. It's up to you to make these things to keep this on a good path, okay? All right, Aquarius, this is for all of you guys. We are going to get some overall observations and advice for you, okay? All right, overall observations and advice for my Aquarian friends. All right, very cool. Nice reading. Drama's clearing for some of you. Whoa, Tower reverse, drama clearing. Okay, Three of Cups. It's another wedding card. I have pulled wedding cards for my singles, for my dealing with someone's, and now for all Aquarius. Incredible. Cause for celebration, long-term happiness, typically in a romantic situation. By the way, we have water and earth here for what it's worth. But you know what? You got the Six of Pentacles, all about sharing. And it is abundance, okay? Six of Pentacles, is all about successful gains and gifts, okay, and sharing, okay? Now, we could be talking about money, and if so, maybe you've got somebody that's about to gift you something, okay? Take what resonates. The caveat that sometimes comes along with that card is to make sure that you give without expectation. Otherwise, that's doing business, and it is a contract or a transaction, not a gift, right? If somebody does something for you, or you do something for someone, and you expect them to align with your opinions or beliefs or do something in exchange, that is a business transaction, okay? I'm an accountant. That is what, I get paid to do, is do the accounting for those types of things, right? When you go to the car wash, you hand the guy $35-40. You're not giving it to him because you love him, and maybe you do love him, but you do expect a spiffy, clean, nice smelling car when this is all said and done, okay? That's a business transaction, okay? But if you do something for someone out of the goodness of your heart, that's a whole different thing. So and there's no shame in either one, but just make sure that you yourself have a clear and healthy outlook on what you're doing for other people, okay? And make sure that you don't fall in the traps of, dealing with people who do nice things for you, right, and expect something in return, okay? Just make sure you have that very healthy boundaries when it comes to that situation, okay? Now, let's go to Animal Oracle. I haven't done that in a while, so we're going to go to Animal Oracle for you guys and see what information we can find. I like this one. You are letting compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in a situation. Certainly forgiveness is extremely important in shadow work, and we know that. I talk about that, but this is the honeybee for what it's worth. Okay, pretty cool little card, right? Here you go. And then we have, and I like this, I don't know how these things get associated with certain animals, but you know what, this is the gorilla, but okay. Take the time to listen with compassion to those you love, especially family. Okay, some of you may need to spend some time with some family members. We haven't talked about family in this reading, but okay. You know what? We got the polar bear. Standing up for yourself, speaking your truth respectfully and compassionately. How many times do I say speak your truth in love, but don't compromise it, right? No attachment to outcome, right? Detaching from the outcome with specific facts is so powerful, right? You know you're going to manifest the best thing, right? If you haven't already done so, certainly subscribe to my channel, right? If you haven't done that yet, comment below because I love hearing from you. Let's get some moonology for you guys, okay? But anyway, comment below. I love hearing from you, and I learned a lot from you too, right? It's time to release negativity. You may be dealing with some Scorpio energy, and conclusions are within reach, right? You hold the power to make the changes and to affect any kind of changes that you need to make in your own life, right? And time to give rather than take. Did we just not talk about that when we were talking about that Six of Pentacles? New Moon in Virgo. That's twice we've talked about Virgo in this reading. Okay, and balancing spirituality and practicality. Sometimes you may be dealing with a Pisces for what it's worth. And now I'm going to go last to my favorite thing. My little cheesy 3x5 card deck where I have quotes and sayings that hit me in my soul when I read them and stuck with me and really helped me on my own spiritual path. So I share these things a lot with you guys just to kind of leave you with some parting wisdom, okay? All right. You need you more than you need them. Trust me, right? You can't run from your mess, right? You can't sleep it off, surgically remove it, wait it out, drink it away, smoke it away, relocate away from it, exercise it away. You have to embrace it. Look at it. Get intimate until it shows you another way. This is all about integrating the shadow in shadow work, okay? The difference between a master and a beginner is that the master has failed more times than the beginner has ever tried. And if that is not true, I don't know what is, right? They're not failures, they're learning opportunities, if you look at it that way, okay? Be prepared for your authenticity to offend someone. Those are the ones who don't matter. Woo! Like that one a lot, right? One more. I'm just going to say this one because it flew out. I know you may be nervous, but you forgot the part where you're a warrior. And if that was not true about Aquarians, I don't know what is. You guys are some of the most cerebral and strong individuals that I know. A favorite zodiac sign. I love your brains because you are very cerebral. With that being said, Aquarius, I wish you the greatest of healing. Comment below, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and certainly hit that thumbs up. It helps me and other readers when you do that. Much love and light to you all.